Hi, I'm the Guardian, and if you're raising a toddler, roughly ages 1 to 3, this video is for you. You know that moment? When your toddler is wrapped around your leg like a koala, tracking every single step you take, and the second you try to walk to another room or even just reach for your coffee, they completely melt down. Here's the thing, you might be accidentally training this clinginess without even realizing it. Before we continue, tell me in the comments, how old is your little one? Knowing their age helps us keep these tips relevant to your stage of parenting. As a parent, when your attention becomes their reward, when your approval becomes their fuel, when your home feels like one big, no, zone, and when you rescue them before they can even try, your toddler learns one thing: I can't do this without you. And that's exactly why the clinginess gets stronger, even though you're doing everything with love. But there's good news. I'm going to show you 4 tiny shifts you can make starting today. When to stay quiet, what to praise instead, how to create a yes space, and how to guide without rescuing. So your toddler builds real confidence and independence, while still feeling completely connected to you. Mistake number 1, interrupting play. Picture this, your toddler is finally playing alone. They're stacking blocks, totally absorbed. And what do? We walk over and say, "Wow, what are you building? Is that a tower? What color is that block?" We think we're being supportive. We think we're showing interest. But here's what's actually happening: every time you interrupt their deep play with comments or questions, you're teaching them that your attention is more valuable than their own focus. You're pulling them out of that beautiful flow state where real learning happens and saying, "Check in with me. Look at me. Need me." And then we wonder why they can't play independently for more than 2 minutes. So here's the shift: when you see your child in deep concentration, eyes locked, hands busy, fully absorbed, bite your tongue. Stay quiet. Let them stay in that zone. Your silence is actually the greatest gift because it tells them, what you're doing matters. You don't need my commentary to make this worthwhile. Now, does this mean you ignore them completely? No. Wait for the natural check-in. When they look up at you or bring you something, that's when you engage. That's when you can say, "You've been working so hard on that," or, "Tell me about what you made." You're not being distant. You're teaching them that their own exploration is valuable, that they can trust their focus, and that they don't need constant external validation to feel capable. And that's how independence actually grows. Mistake number 2, outcome praise. Now let's talk about what happens when you do praise them. Your toddler finishes a puzzle and you say, "Good job. You're so smart." They draw a picture and you say, "That's beautiful. You're such a good artist." Sounds encouraging, right? But here's the problem: outcome praise teaches kids that your approval is tied to results. It makes them perform for you instead of exploring for themselves. They start looking to your face for validation after every single thing they do because that "good job" becomes the reason they're doing it. When approval becomes the fuel, you become the gas station. They can't move without you. So what do you praise instead? The effort. The process. The persistence. Your toddler's struggling with that puzzle. You say, "You kept trying even when it was tricky," or, "I noticed you turned that piece around to make it fit." They're drawing. Try, "You concentrated on that for a long time," or, "You chose so many different colors." See the difference? You're not evaluating the outcome. You're noticing what they did, the thinking, the problem solving, the focus. This builds internal confidence. It teaches them that the value is in the trying, not in impressing you. And when they learn that, they stop needing you to tell them they're doing well. They start trusting themselves. And that's when they can finally play, explore, and problem solve without you hovering nearby. Mistake number 3, no safe exploration. Here's a scenario you'll recognize: your toddler wanders toward the bookshelf. No, don't touch that. They reach for the remote. No, not that. They head to the kitchen drawers. No, those aren't for you. By the end of the day, you've said, no, 40 times and your child has learned one thing: this house isn't for me. When your home feels like one giant no zone, your toddler can't explore safely. And when they can't explore, they can't build confidence. So they stay right next to you, waiting for permission, waiting for direction, because everywhere else feels off limits. The fix? Create a yes space. This is one area in your home that's completely child-proofed and completely theirs. Maybe it's a corner of the living room, maybe it's their bedroom. Remove anything dangerous or valuable. Put the things you want them to touch at their level: books, toys, safe household items like wooden spoons or plastic containers. Now here's the magic: in that space, you don't have to say no. They can pull things off shelves, dump bins, rearrange, explore, and you can sit back and let them. No hovering. No redirecting. This teaches them that exploration is safe, that they can make choices, that the world isn't something they need you to navigate for them. And when they feel that freedom in one space, it builds the confidence to venture further. That's when you'll see them play independently, not because you told them to, but because they feel capable. Mistake number 4, rescuing too fast. The last mistake is the one that feels the most loving: rescuing too fast. Your toddler's trying to put their shoe on and they're struggling. Within 3 seconds, you swoop in and do it for them. They can't get the lid off a container. You grab it and open it before they even ask. We do this because we love them. We don't want them to feel frustrated. But here's what we're really teaching: you can't do hard things. You need me to fix your problems. And then we're confused when they come running to us every single time something doesn't work perfectly. So here's the shift: pause. When you see them struggling, bite back that urge to rescue. Let them try. Count to 10 in your head if you have to. Most of the time, they'll surprise you and figure it out. And if they don't, wait for them to ask for help. When they do, don't take over, guide. Say, what could you try next, or maybe pull from this side, or show me what happens when you turn it. Yes, they might get frustrated at first. They might protest because they're used to you fixing everything. But that frustration, that's not failure. That's them building their problem-solving muscles. And over time, they'll stop running to you for every little thing because they'll trust themselves to figure it out. What's one thing you're going to try with your child after watching this? Let me know in the comments. If you found these helpful, consider subscribing for more science-backed ways to support your child's growth. You've got this.